think we moved the chest to the side behind the wall and the sepicles here. Yeah, perfect. It's getting dark, so have a little rest and let's go. Hello everybody, welcome to chapter 12 of the Let's Play series. We start today with a little adventure because we need some sponges. We need to drain a little area where we want to build a slime farm, and I know there should be an ocean monument around here. There it is. I've already found it in the past, but it will be the first time going into an ocean monument, and we're already having mining fatigue, but still, let's use our potions of water breathing that we have from the witch farm. Total ways to place the door. Apparently that's not working in Bedrock. Learned something new. But if I'm right, the first guardian should be on top. So let's drink a milk bucket to be able to mine in. And let's fight the first one. I'm still not very good in aiming in water and moving underwater. So there's the first hit, second one. But yeah, rookie mistake. I just drank the milk and I lost all of my effect. So drink it again, and now I think we can go. There it is, the first guardian conquered. But yeah, I forgot my redstone block, so there's no other way to mine. Let's say the first drops we got, and you can wait here while I go back and get my redstone blocks so that it will be easier to get into the monument. There we go. So now we place a TNT inside the dirt blocks and place the redstone block on top. Nice. So it doesn't matter now if you have mining fatigue or not. Now we can go into the monument. Where do I need to go? Maybe the other... Yes, there's the second one. Let's just hide behind the dirt as well. I think we just keep this strategy for all of them. Ouch. There we go for the second one. And now on the other side we keep blowing things up. So I think we need to do it again so that we are able to go down. Let's place the dirt, then the TNT, so that no water is getting to it, and then the redstone block. Bam. That's so much fun. There's the last one. I'm gonna place some dirt blocks here so that he's not able to swim too far all the time. And now I'm losing on the water breathing effect. Are we fast enough to beat him? You know what? I have enough. Let's just drink one, even if it's just for a couple of seconds. I'm too good at dying actually, so no risk. Well, okay. It really was just a couple of seconds. But anyway, let's drink the milk. Let's drink the potion again. And now we can start gathering a lot of sea lanterns. And maybe in this room, this looks different. Yes! There are the sponges. Quite dark in here. Let's close that up with dirt so that no mob can come in and grab these sponges. That's everything we were here for. And we're also leaving now after we gather all of them. We might come back at the end of this episode to the monument and go through all the rooms, but for now we are back at our home with 35 sponges, so that will make life so much easier for what we want to build. Let's switch the chest plate to the elytra, grab some rockets, and let's head out to our outpost with the cactus farm. We'll need the cactus later for the green glass, but I already found the slime chunk. With junk base, but yeah, first let's place the furnaces, because the sponges are still wet and we need to dry them, and while they're in the furnace I can show you why we need them to get first. So you see, if we walk back in here, this whole chunk is a slime chunk. So slimes should spawn in here. But you see, it's a water cave, at least to start. So I hope it's just this one, and then the others will just be the mining. But for that, we need to drain this whole water cave. And yeah, I didn't took you with me, like figuring out. It took longer than it should have actually, but I managed to get it done. So we have this little base of operation, and now if I go up and wait some seconds, we should have our first slimes spawning. So let me check that first, not that we are start building the farm and I miscalculated everything. We will have a trader at our little place here. Just a little side note, if you're new to the Let's Play, this is the place where we built our ominous bottle farm. I will link it in the top right corner, so if you're interested to watch this episode as well. But now let's go down, and I think I can hear him. Yeah. This works perfect. So let's deal with them first, and then we can start building. The main reason why we need slimes, but yeah, it's probably an overkill to build such a big slime farm, still want to do it, is I have planned to build a tree farm, and farms, they are like slightly harder to build in Bedrock than in Java. So we have all the redstone that we need with the witch farm, but we need a lot of slime, especially sticky pistons. So yeah, maybe with the farm we will have more slime than we ever need in our world. But anyways, so we managed to dig out the chunk, but now we need to make some space where the slimes should eventually fall down. So let's start with that first, and then I already know we need to use some blocks for my own security to show where we want to build and where the junk is. So we have this 3 blocks. This means on the 4th is where the slimes will spawn. Let's use some stone bricks. And then we have a water cave next to it as well, so it shouldn't be that dramatic. And for the edges, I want to use mossy stone bricks so that it's more visible. But first, let's dig out this section here. So when I go up and grab some moss, no, I will go and grab some vines so we can let them grow here inside of this little cave as well. That we will never run out of the possibility to craft a mossy stone bricks. Yeah, just all these little things that I figured out and during all the past Let's Plays that I need to do to help myself, that I don't then need to do the work like 3 or 4 times. Which happened, actually a lot. So, as I said, let's place a torch back, and then we can mine all the way to the other side. Wasn't the smartest one because now the water is coming down. Stuff like that, that's what I meant. Let's place back the scaffolding to hold up the water, and let's just quickly enjoy this nice sunset, eat a carrot, and then we can go back to work. So that's it, finally done. And next we want to do the same on the opposite side, because there we want to, or we need to have some iron golems who will attract the slimes so that they will jump to the other side and try to get to the iron golems and eventually fall into the pits. And for the iron golem, it needs to be high enough that we can spawn them in. And of course, since I already mined down 2 blocks, it should be at the same height than the spawning platform. So we need to go up 1 more block here and then fill in the floor again. And that's basically everything we will do. But I think I found a little trick. First of all, that we don't need to place torches all around, which will decrease the... Yeah, let's throw this book to the other one. I should really look into if I can avoid getting a book every time I load the world again. Where was I? Yeah, I want to use glowstone so that slimes should be able to spawn on every block on their platform. But this should also help to see when I build the next platform from where to where I need to go to build. So should help me, but also should just make sure that we will not have a slight decrease of the efficiency of the farm. Even though, as I said, I don't think we will ever need that much slime that we will get. And it's something in between. Before I had the elytra, I always felt like walking is so nice, and with the elytra it will get so fast and everything, but I also like to fly around actually a lot, even though my skills could still get some improvements. So what I meant with the glowstone, I will just want to show you quickly. And we already have another slime spawn. So, actually, I get the feeling now that I don't, just while building the farm, I will even have more than enough slimes, more than I ever need. But that's okay. We're doing it for the fun. And so in the corners, I want to have glowstone. And if we're already here, let's just grab this copper as well. I mean, since the copper update, there is like no reason not to take the copper, right? So we place a glowstone here, and then want to have one on the other corner, and then somewhat in the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. So it should be at 6, no, at 7. Well, joke's on you. Wouldn't be the first comment actually that I got with 6, 7. Oh, it's dark. And let's replace the torch in here as well with a glowstone for the iron golem. Nice. And maybe we want to do it in the middle as well. Just to make sure. We will just have slime spawning and no other mobs down here. We can take the lantern here. This one as well. So off we go to the next platform. It's basically just building the same over and over again. But a slime farm, it's a cool thing about slime farms. It's not hard or anything complicated to build. It just takes time. And for me, I'm always in between, like, do I want to find a cave so that I don't need to... Whoa, what was that? Cool, that's a raw copper block. Never found that before. Yeah, so don't mind taking all the copper, and let's take this. Nice. Where was I? Yeah, it's... Wait. There's another one. I stumbled across a copper vein. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I was about to say I'm never sure if I really want to find a cave so that I don't need to dig out that much by myself, but caves means to need to build it. But now with the moss that we just found, we might hit a lush cave. Yeah, there we are. It so means we don't need to dig that much, but we probably have to build several spawn platforms. So I think we should have enough material here so that we don't need to go back and get some with all the platforms that we already dug out. Let's check. This seems to be quite a big cave. And there are some mobs down there already. So, but yeah, let's just keep mining, I was about to say, and now we hit another water cave next to it. So I was hoping for a little easier place, but also this water cave seems to be huge. But let's not drown. Go back up. Means we will mark out where the next spawning platform needs to be, and then we can start building it. And as you can see, the glowstone from the upper platform really helps to navigate through and to realize where the next platform needs to be and where the corners are. It makes life so much easier. But as I said, I would rather just have been able to mine than building. Always scared of falling down. And oh hey, there are some axolotls. Let's go on a side quest and grab them. I don't think we have axolotls already in our world. So that's probably something cool we can build for them, with them in future. So let's just grab the two big ones. And as you can see now, I just made a little jump. We're already down to the lowest part of the farm, and why can't they hit me? Yeah, I didn't think it would have been so funny for you to just this POV view of me mining down and all the slimes falling down. It's just also the sign you see that the farm is already working. So on the bottom, off we go for the collection system, and I start to get the impression that it might be a little bit annoying to build this farm just with all the slimes falling down all the time. So let's place the hopper here, and this will be then the collection system, as I said. So we'll have a hopper minecart going up and down and grabbing all the slimes. The slimes will land on magma blocks. So let's place the rails first. And I think as sooner as I have built this, and especially the magma blocks, the easier it will be for me to build. Great. Well, anyway, I have enough at the moment, and we'll get enough from the UH farm. So it will be easier for me to build. Also, the water elevator will transport all the slimes to the top. And there are so many. That's crazy. Stay away. What if, imagine if I would die to slimes. Probably would be something new. Hasn't happened yet in at least in my world. And why are there so many? Oh my god. This was or is, and there's the next one. Sorry guys, but I would like to build. So we're already over a stack of slimes down here. Why are you turning? And the next wave of slimes coming, so I really don't I don't think I will get it done, actually just fighting slimes down here. But somehow I managed it to do it, and yeah, that's also something with slime farm. Some of them, they will just get stuck there next to the iron golem. As you can see, I already spawned some. I just cut it in half, but still stuck there. That's okay. As you see, I don't think it will do anything to the efficiency. And this watch cave actually would be quite interesting to dive a little bit into it, because I think I just saw an axolotl swimming around, so might just still count as a lash cave. But yeah, we need to dry it out for the iron golem. What am I doing here? Me and building in the water still feels like I haven't played Minecraft this long already, and by this long I mean at least a little bit than a year. Probably closing in on 2 years now playing Minecraft. Still think this still counts as a rookie age, right? 2 years of Minecraft is just more of still like rookie playing the game. So that's dry as well. Now we can build the next platform, or finish the next platform for the iron golem. And that, yeah, as you watch me building it, that's also something that I tried to do on purpose, at least. Having some kind of a plan and change it all the time. But no, building the iron farm was for me so important to start with pretty early in this world, because iron is probably one of the most used items for hoppers, but also here, for example, for this farm, to use it to spawn the iron golems. And that's really something that I try to do with my farm. So think of, okay, what farms do I want to do, or what do I want to build, and then think, okay, which kind of farm. Ow! These slimes are so aggressive. And so many again. No. Yeah, which farms, which items do I need for which farms? And as we had it, for example, for the storage room, we knew we needed a lot of iron for the hoppers and a lot of redstone for the redstone part. So we built the iron farm. We built the witch farm, which will supply us with more redstone that we'll ever need. And even though it's still not a farm that's like one of these overpowered super farms, it just takes sometimes a little bit to go AFK for a little bit, but that's all. And now we want to build the tree farm, as I said before, so we need a lot of slimes. But also building the slime farm, we can use the gold farm for all the rails and also the redstone. We can use the iron for the hoppers, for the iron golems to spawn. So I think that's the beauty of Minecraft. It all falls together if we just take a little bit of time. So now we have our minecart, and it seems, let's wait a little bit for it to get all the slimes, and yes, it's working. Perfect. So then, now we shouldn't be bothered by the slimes anymore. Now we can build the water elevator. place some glass around it, and I like to place glass because for some reason, if anything is not working or breaks, glass allows to look into it, other than just using stone. So we need the dropper here, and let's place soul sand. Yeah, no, I need to replace it with dirt later. I could have just replaced it with dirt as well, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. And then place the redstone, the target block here, and we need 3 by 2 blocks wide space behind them, so that it will shoot everything that's into the dropper. Means we need a comparator and a repeater. So first let's grab the redstone torches. So we have one, and we need a torch more. Perfect. And let's try to get rid of some stuff. So always the same for like building. Never have enough space in my inventory. So the comparator, and it should be red because we know we already have some stuff inside of the dropper, and you can see it works. So let's destroy the circle for the moment because we don't need it yet, and we can finish that later. And I want to try something here. Not sure if that works. So if I place the dirt now, just go 1 block higher here, use the water block and the kelp just for 2 blocks. So if I'm what if I'm able to build the elevator here already? Yeah, no water with me, so I let the farm open a little bit because I thought this might happen at the end, so at least we don't have to go all the way up to grab some water from the river. So let's go back. What was I mumbling? Yeah, so I want to try out if this works. So let's place the water here, and then we need the kelp. Place the kelp this 2 blocks high, and then destroy the dirt block and replace it with soul sand. So we have our bubbles. So what if we now go to the top and we know the coordinates and find our way down here? It might. Let's try it out. Not sure if that works. Just make the bubble column all the way to the top. That would be so much easier. I'm drawing. Shouldn't be that hard to look at bubbles, but yeah, was distracted. So somewhere around here should slime then come. And then for the design at the top, actually, I got inspired a little bit by GNX, who did a slime farm tutorial once with a crane holding, I think he was like doing some kind of like holding a barrel, and inside of the barrel the slime comes. So I just yeah, I will build a different crane. I want to do it a little bit different, but yeah, a lot of inspiration goes into this from his tutorial I found a while ago. So if I did it right, if we now mine down here, we should end up at the bottom of our slime farm. So let's go through these and place a block at the top of our head. Wow, that's always so dark. Not sure if I'm even... Yeah, probably mining the right direction. I go down. Right, so that's perfect. Let's see. Yeah, so we are now... That's cool. We are now behind the golem spawning platforms. That's why we saw the glowstone, and yeah, bubbles are not working, and yeah, I will drone. Not helpful at all, just too slow. So yeah, let's... There we have another death. At least we just set our respawn at the top of the farm, so for once I'm not stressed at all to get my stuff back. So let's do that. It looks so funny with all the slimes. I wonder if there will... Yeah, pretty sure there will be more slimes spawning and then not be able to get there and fall down, right? So there's our stuff, but I can't reach it, so I'm kind of scared to just mine away the glass block, so that then the whole collection area will be flooded. Yep, that's... Are we going to place the sponge? Yeah, we do. So that's what I tried to avoid. And wait, so the redstone dust was clear, but wait a minute. Well, let's... So now we can go and grab it and take our stuff back on. I destroyed the rails. Now I need to do it again. So if somebody would disagree with me that 2 years doesn't count as Minecraft Rookie anymore, at least I played like a rookie. So we fixed the rails. Now we try to do the same for the bubble elevator. And while fixing the rails, I also, also think before we can finish it off, let's go back up, drink a potion of water breathing, so that we hopefully don't drone anymore. Drone. I also think we need to fix this water cave here as well. Yeah, otherwise the items will just go wherever they want to. So, but also here, let's just use glass so that if there will be ever the feeling of it's not working, we can just go down here and there's a sponge. That was the one I placed before, just to make sure there's no more water coming into the collection area, right? So that's here. We need to place one here as well. And it's so tempting not to grab all the iron or redstone that I just saw inside this water cave, but I'm too good at side questing usually, so I should stay focused for once. So that's it, perfect. And I think we still have enough time left to close that on as well, and then to make the elevator, the bubble elevator, without... No, I need another potion of water breathing, just while I was... So it just took me 3 minutes to do all of that. That's insane. But anyway, let's place the kelp all the way back up. And I don't have enough. So, but I think there should be a lot next to it. Yeah, that's a little easy problem to fix, and just go and grab, as always. Who doesn't do that? Just when you need kelp, you grab more kelp than you ever need, and you just know, like, you just need it for a couple of minutes. And it kind of looks cool with the lighting here from the bottom. So where were we? Here. We have more than a stack of kelp. And needed just 10, 11. Great. So let's just quickly make sure that the items will not get thrown around. And also go all the way up. And now let's dive down to the bottom, replace the dirt block with salt sand, and that's probably the longest bubble elevator I've done yet. Now we should just go and fly up. It's... That's how it should work. Perfect. One step done. Let's once again just put some stuff away we don't need anymore. So, and I think we're just the right time to enjoy another sunset while I'm organizing here some stuff. And yeah, might be the theme of this episode, enjoying sunsets while getting the feeling of having something achieved, even though we just built the farm, but it's not looking beautiful yet. So let's change that. As I said, some kind of an inspiration by Kienix. So spreading the word to those who deserve it. And as I said, he used the crane, but he also kind of like made an area in the water where it seemed like there's slime inside of the water, or yeah, let's just stick with slime and not anything else. So nothing toxic. And I like this idea, so I kind of like wanted to do the same. That's also why I chose this spot for the slime farm, and got some help from Junk Base to find the right spot. So I think just sometimes just that you like what you're building, you just use what you can, what helps you. And yeah, the idea behind really is so that we have next to the harbor, we have this slime farm where the villagers will get the slime outside of the water, and while doing so, yeah, that just dropped some, of course, because it's slimy, it's wet, and so they needed to avoid the slime going into the whole river. So that's why they built some walls around, and I think that's looking pretty good. And we can use the sponges again to drain that also. I need to figure it out once again how I need to do it, because that's clearly not working the way I want it to, and it's pretty sure not a game problem, it's a user problem. So let's quickly figure it out and come back later. So as you can see, I did it. Let's just smoothen it out a little bit. I just really want to have stone all around, and then we will add some variations as always. And I think especially the mossy variations and the mossy blocks, like mossy cobblestones and mossy stone bricks, they will just do a lot to it, for sure. And I think we can leave the gravel, but we want to take the copper for sure. And what do I do with the sand? Let's mine it as well. And if you ask why I don't use a shovel, that's just it's just too fast for using a shovel. So then I usually do more than I want to. Especially if there's something behind that, I just want to cover up the front part of it. But from top here, then it's something different, so I know I will not touch the gravel on this side. So, and as I said before, let's leave the gravel. Yeah, we don't stick to the plan and have everything in stone. I also want to have some lightning on the bottom so that it will glow a little bit more. You know what, let's just stay here, let's just keep them on top here. So just randomly placing some glowstones all around, and then we go with the, I think it's lime, is it called, wool? I set up a little wool farm, automatic wool farm, where I can change the colors of the sheep to the colors I always want to. talking about farms who are needed for builds, and I missed on this one. And we will cover the whole place then first with lime wool. But for sure, one day we will build a wool farm or a sheep farm with all 16 colors. I think the rainbow, that's just something you should have. And then we cover the glowstones with carpets. And then 2 blocks higher, just so that we can also cover the carpets, we go with glass. And that's just something, as I said, I have the inspiration and I really like, but I think if you do that on Java, and funny enough, the slime farm, that's working on Java and on Bedrock. If you do that on Java and you have like infinite glass, I think it will, in the end, if you just take some inspiration from that as well, it will look even better. But still, we'll then cover it eventually in water as well, and so I think it will look good. As I said, that's just take a little break, enjoy another sunset. I really like this add-on, the realistic biomes it's called. It's just so nice. But so let's take a little nap, go to bed, and then we want to build the platform. The platform will be the crane and the collection system of the slimes and slime blocks eventually. So we'll just start to mark this out around here. And I mean, it's not that that's something new that I built with spruce, but we are just next to an old growth taiga biome, so it's just logic that we build with spruce. I actually have some bigger plans for this area here. Don't want to spoil anything, and hey, let this fox alive. Good. Yeah, I have some plans, so we will stay here for the next couple of episodes or chapters and build something amazing actually. So this is just to start in this area. But yeah, that's how fast another day just passes. For once we just decided to go to bed and not staying here for the sunset, because now we really want to get some work done. So let's make our way up to the platform. And make some space to it as well. And should I? Yeah. I was just kind of scared if I touch the gravel here, if it will fall down and open a big crater or a big hole. But I think there are like some solid blocks below. So let's finish the platform here with slabs. And there's like no real need except from I just think it looks a little bit better if you use slabs instead of full planks. That's all. Perfect. And you see there are many ways to use barrels as a decoration, so I just also use them here. It's kind of like they fit the spruce block palette pretty perfect. And yeah, these two barrels, they mark the spot where the crane will be, and these three here with the little hole here, that's where we want to have our collection system. So from that we need to dig inside of the wall to make some space. And if I did it correctly and mine down here, we should end up exactly at the same place. And yeah, I don't know about you, but there's no way I can not grab coal. Even if I think at the moment I have more than enough. But anyway, if you find a patch of coal, always need to mine it. That's actually a pretty big one too. So how much is it? 22, 23, 24 coal blocks. So that's nice. And yeah, we are here. Perfect. And now we basically do the same that we did on the bottom. Just need to find a way that we can get these slimes into these hoppers, and I'm so good at spreading water at places I don't want to today. Just close that up here so that the water is not flowing around. Collect the carpets, and then we can place them back on the glowstone later. As I said, making sure that the items are flowing into the hoppers, and from there they'll be transported inside of the wall to a second water elevator, and that will then end at the top, like on the platform for our crane. And you see it's already set up the redstone clock, so the hoppers are already working. And I think I can replace some of the glass with the green glass, so that I don't have like this bulk of wool that is standing out. It should look better actually in the end. So I'm lazy. I can mine some of it now to do it, and then we can go back later. So if we use the glass instead of it, I think it will look better eventually. Perfect. So now with the water elevator set up as well, I want to start building on the collection system. And yeah, I don't know, maybe we could have done it a little bit different, but wanted to just have this tower of barrels and chests, so where you can store manually different things, but it also have this the collection area for the slimes. And might be out of space pretty soon, that's okay, but we will have 2 double chests and 2 barrels where the slimes then will be stored at the end. I think that's more enough. And as I said, if we'll lose some slimes in the progress, that's just totally fine. It's nothing more, and if we test it, we'll get sorted first to the barrels and distributed, and then we have the 2 double chests, and just to, yeah, we can just build around the hoppers that they're not visible. I mean, it has this like industrial working feel, so I think it's totally fine if you just have this tower of it. And I'm not sure, but this time it even seems like it's working with the bubbles. Maybe I just messed that one up on the first one. Yeah, we can see it through here, so let's just place this just as well, but we need to get rid of this barrel just in case we want to open it. And you can see that it's not working, as I just thought it's working, but it's not. The slimes is not really coming up, and it's also not stored or like sent into the hopper. So I also think there's some slimes are in there, but they're not that many, and if I've seen how many slimes are just popping up, need to fix that. I think I need a stair eventually, a waterlocked stair. So now this would work, but that's not what we want, right? Having of them. So let's take the water out first, and then we need to go block by block. Perfect. Then let's jump down, grab 2 buckets of water. And at least down here it's working perfectly fine, with the items getting it looks better, so we can go 1 more, and then if we go for the 3rd one, yes. And there are no slimes visible because I start picking up all of them. That's good so far. I think it works better now, right? But there's still no slimes coming in. So again, it's not working. Let me fix that, and yeah, I just think that's just one more time. Yeah, we need to have the stairs here that they can go into the hoppers, and they shouldn't jump up that high, but a trapdoor might not be what's needed to work. And also just to close it out, it's... Or was that? No, they just still get stuck. So the stair, it is, right? Waterlocked stair. And now we place some trapdoors on top. And if we go to the chest, now the chest's getting full. That's it. Wow. Took longer than I wanted it too, but you can see just from building the farm and then also taking time to make the farm look beautiful, we have so much slimes already. That's insane. So that means let's take our time to make it look beautiful inside of it as well, with, as I said, especially the mossy stone variants, like the mossy stone bricks and the mossy cobblestone. They just need to be, they belong here, they need to be part of this for sure. So we do this all around, and then I waterlocked the rest of it above the glass to the top, and this is how it looks. As I said, if you're in Java and if you build something like that with infinite glass, it will probably look even better. But I really like it. It looks really cool. So with that said, the last thing missing is the crane, because we somehow want to get the slime, or leave the impression that we need to get the slime out of the water and that the slime is just down there, probably heavier than water, so it should also just make sense. And this here is just the foundation of the crane, where we just want to have a stone even going through the platform, just to make sure, like leaving the impression like a heavy crane needs to be set to the ground, and stone is just the perfect block for it. So that's the perfect foundation, if you ask me. And I just made the top of the crane, and then we build the back. Or the counterweight, that's the word I was looking for. With stairs and walls, and also here just mixing cobble and andesite, just having some variations in it. It always helps just to make the builds look more beautiful. And I really don't know what it is with these traders. There feels like they're everywhere, and do I even have more than one at the same time? Should that even be possible? I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe. So yeah, just also using some trapdoors as a detail. I think you can never use too many trapdoors to decorate and as a detail, actually.
Go change that beat up. Here we go.
I think that's coming in handy. That's not working with the slab, but I think that it looks like a crane, and actually I like it. It's not the one of this like super big ones. I don't think it would serve our world at all, and I really like this copper update, because it allows us to use the copper chains to give this rusty feeling of the chains. That's just, I think that's so cool. I don't know if there are like even people not liking it, but I do. Just opens so many new possibilities to decorate and to add some little details. I mean, if you have a crane working next to water with the water in the air and going into the water, getting out the slime again, and it just has to be rusty in some ways, right? And I just then made a little platform, just used some different blocks and barrels and crafting tables, added some lanterns all around, and I really like that. I'm super happy with this result. That's cool. I love it. And with another sunset, I think we achieved a lot already in this episode. That was nice. But there is one thing that we need to do before we can end it. So let's take a deep breath, eat something, get some rest, enjoy the sunset, and then we go for our last part of our chapter 12. Because as I said in the beginning, we want to go back to the monument, and while I was playing this episode and building the slime farm, Minecraft released a new update and they added the Nautilus to the game. So I just thought there would be no better way to explore the monument than with a Nautilus. But I don't want just to have one, I want the Coral Zombie Nautilus. So it means we need to go and find a coral biome. Is it called a coral biome? I think so. And I know where we'll find one because we once were to a desert to get some villagers from there, and next to it I can remember that there was like a big coral biome. So let's fly out to this place and see if we can find this zombie coral nautilus, and then if we do, we go back to the monument and try to raid every room we left, because I think there should be a gold room. And yeah, that's perfect. That was the village I was next to. It is this huge coral biome. No, it's not called coral biome. What's the right name for this biome? It's called warm ocean. So coral spawn in warm ocean. That's it. Perfect. So let's just place our shulker, set our respawn point, and I would say we start with some fishing and see if... Ooh, what a book to start. Prot 3, looting 4. Yeah, let's see if we take our time and fish a little bit, if there will be a nautilus spawning. And as far as I understand, the Coral Zombie Nautilus, they will just spawn with a trident riding it. So I mean, the possibility even for drones to spawn with a trident is not the highest. So, and then with the Nautilus, it might be a little bit lower, but we take our time and we'll probably get some nice little loot fishing here, and we can once again enjoy a little sunset while doing so. Actually has this, it has this postcard feeling, and I don't know about you, but for me sometimes just standing there and fishing, and not AFK fishing, just really fishing and enjoying the world around. It has something calming. I really like to do that. But now with the sun setting, let's sleep and we go back fishing. And hey, there's a Nautilus who just spawned in. These look so cool. Hello, little friend. Should I tame you? I mean, I have enough pufferfish already from fishing, but he's still swimming around. So I just grabbed a pufferfish and that went quick. The saddle, and now we can start riding. That's so sick. I could even fish while riding the Nautilus. That's maybe this makes it now easier for us to find one, because we can really go underground and make sure some mobs will despawn and spawn again. So, and I've probably never been. So there is one with a trident, but no Nautilus, unfortunately, and no trident dropped. But there are... Hey, there is one, and the drone was even suffocating. And wait, there's another trident. Ow! Why? 2 drones with tridents just next to each other. That's... I just want one with the Nautilus. Let's tame that one again. Place the saddle, and now let's... Wow, that's so sick. That looks amazing. And wait, big guy is fighting an Enderman. What is going on? Okay, but this also means this might be a zombie camel. Nice. So many first times, but yeah, I really want to get the episode done. So we are back in the monument, and I learned that these are the walls you need to break, and I was right. So we found another sponge room, and this... Yeah, this is it. This is also the gold room. And with that, we also conquered the monument. We have a zombie Coral Nautilus that we now can call our own. And with that, we're closing in on this Let's Play episode. Let's just grab the fence and delete, just to make sure it will not go away. I had so much fun, and we have so much loot from fishing, and this was an amazing episode. We built our slime farm, so we're ready to build the tree farm in future. We have been to the monument for the first time, even found the gold room, have a lot of new sponges, and with that we are coming to an end. I hope you liked this episode as well. If so, leave a like. Might let me know in the comment what you think of this episode or what you would see in future. Hope you still enjoy the Let's Play the way I do, because it's just really amazing. We're now 12 episodes in, so I really want to say thank you for watching. And if you like this world and this episodes as well, this Let's Play, consider subscribing. And otherwise, we might see us in another one. Have a nice one. Cheers.